Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal with eXp Realty, and during this video today I'm going to update you entirely with our real estate market. I'm shooting this video November 4th, 2022. Fortunately, we have all the data for October 2022. It's been extracted from the MLS so we can see exactly what's transpired, and the number one headline would be the fact that our number of sales has actually dropped by 49% compared to the same time last year. So sales are very low, but don't be deceived by this headline. It doesn't necessarily mean the market's bad. In reality, our average price is actually slightly up, and that's what we're going to get into. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, drop a like. And real estate agents, if you're looking to grow your business, definitely reach out to me to learn more about eXp. The costs are very low, and you could find more information. Be sure to chat with me. My contact information is in the description box below. But we're going to jump into this first chart here where we can actually see a month-by-month breakdown of the very important metrics for the Greater Toronto Area real estate market. Looking at the number of sales, just only 4,900 sales. As we can see, it did decrease from the low number in September, August as well. In July, only about 4,900 sales. So our number of transactions is especially low. Considering that we're in the fall market now, we usually do see an increased number of sales, kind of similar to where we are in the springtime. So this is really surprising, especially because of the fact that we have more active listings. If we just look at this number and how many sales took place during the very hot market, specifically February, and even in March, there was almost 11,000 sales. And then we can just see how it dropped down. So it's a very interesting market right now. Sellers, some of them are a bit apprehensive about putting their home on the market because they feel that for some reason there are no buyers out there. When there are actually buyers out there, there are smart buyers looking for property. They're able to find a property to their liking, and they're able to actually be in a position where they can negotiate, because what's going to happen is once there's more buyers back in the market, it seems like people are on the sidelines right now, it's going to be expected that buyers are going to be in bidding wars, and the days on market is going to be especially low. So if you are considering buying, I don't necessarily think it's the wrong time. I think it's the right time. You just have to find the right property. Now, looking at the number of active listings, there's no surprises here. We're almost around the same amount as we were back in September and August. So what we're seeing is for the homes that are being sold, they are being replenished with new listings that are coming on the market. So buyers in most areas, they're able to find like a few choices for the specific property that they're looking for. There's not like an abundance of choices. There are some areas where there's actually still very low inventory, surprisingly, and sellers that are putting the properties on the market are in a position where they're getting bidding wars and even selling for $100,000 plus over their asking price. But we can take a look at the contrast here. If we go back, we look at February, we had 6,900 active listings, but look at the number of sales. There was actually more sales, which means months of inventory was under one. Whereas now we have far less sales than we do active listings, meaning more of a balanced market, still probably leading in the wave of being a seller's market. It's definitely not a buyer's market just yet, but of course we'll see what happens in the next few months. And with our average price, the great news is it's the same. Actually, it's gone up slightly, just slightly, but we're at $1,090,000. In September, $1,090,000. August, $1,080,000. But looking back at October 2021, wow, our average price was $1,160,000. So now for pretty much all home styles and all areas, the values have decreased, with a few exceptions. Like we have seen condos in some specific areas that are actually up year over year by about 1 to 2%. And days on market, it's 3 weeks, only 21 days. Expect that from the time that you list your property on the MLS, it's going to take 21 days to sell, and that actually includes the period that it takes to get a home inspection done and to get satisfactory finance in place. And September, 23 days on the market, August, 22 days on the market, which would indicate for a lot of people that maybe the market was a bit better for sellers, but that hasn't been my experience. From being in the market in August and September, homes were actually able to achieve a slightly higher price. Right now, it seems that the market is actually trending downwards. In fact, I'm expecting the home prices to slightly go down in value from now until the end of the year, but not by much. We're looking for most areas by 2 to 4%, and then we'll see what happens next year. And in this next chart here, what we're looking at is the average price, specifically by property type, by detached, semi-detached, townhouses, and condo apartments. We can see detached, they've experienced the largest price decrease by 11%, with our average detached in Toronto now selling for $1,372,000. Semis are down by 6.2%. Townhouses down by 3.9%. Condos actually up. Again, this is Toronto only. But now we're taking a look at the 5-year historical average price and just how the price has changed if we compare October 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. We can see our average price is down, but again, it's up quite considerably from 2020, 2019, and 2018. Wow, the average price was only $808,000 during October 2018, which goes to show you, don't wait until you buy real estate, buy real estate and wait. For first-time buyers out there, it's okay if you find a property that's not perfect. Sometimes you just need to bounce on it. When I bought my first property, yes, it wasn't like my dream home. It wasn't the perfect property, but I understood that I needed to buy a property, build equity, and that would position myself to be able to purchase in the future. And unfortunately, again, first-time buyers, the Greater Toronto area is a very desirable place to live in. Therefore, you can only assume that the average price will be going up long term. And that's only what I've been exposed to. My parents have been selling real estate now for about 30 years. We've only seen the average price go up, with the exception of a few periods that, as shown over here, based on this data. But because buying something in this market, it takes a lot of the stress away. You're not as likely to be in a bidding war position where you're having to make emotional decisions. You're having to be in a rush. No. You can purchase calmly. I can help you with that. And for sellers, especially if you're considering upsizing, now is a great time. Let's say if you're moving from a condo over to like a single family home, semi-detached home, or a townhouse, financially it just makes more sense because those properties, the larger ones, in most cases, they've experienced a price decrease, but it's just that the spread between how much you sell for and buy for is a lot less than what it would have been 6 months ago. Or if we look even at next year, let's say we're assuming that the prices will be coming up. So if you are considering buying or selling, like I've said, my customers get excellent service. And hey, if you're a real estate agent, you're ambitious to make it happen, whether you're part-time, whether you're full-time, make sure to reach out to me to learn more about eXp Realty and just how we can collaborate here, help to build your business, help you to generate leads. I'm more than happy to speak with you. You can contact me, or you can just scroll down to the description box here. You can click a time to book a Zoom call with me. I'm more than happy to meet with you. Of course, consider subscribing, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.